Alrighty, guys. So, we are live here. It is currently 10 a.m. on February 19th of 2026, and we are anticipating a severe weather outbreak here in this orange and yellow area here. So, this includes Columbus, Indiana, Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, Lexington. You guys are right on the edge of the slight risk. This includes Frankfurt, Hamilton, Dayton, Indianapolis, I believe. Yep, Indianapolis. Uh, Bloomington, Carbondale, Mount Vernon, Evansville, Owensboro. So all those areas I just called out are anticipated to get some severe weather today. And in fact, we already have two severe thunderstorm warnings here. So let's take a look at it. Look at these. These are the prelude to the event starting later today. So we currently do not have a tornado watch in effect. However, I anticipate that to change in about 2 hours' time here. So we'll take a look at the two severe thunderstorm warnings we currently have, and then we'll take a look at all the model runs and all that fun stuff. So, severe thunderstorm warning at 9:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, February 19th, 2026. National Weather Service in northern Indiana has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for south central Fulton County in north central Indiana, northern Cass County in north central Indiana. This will be until 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Actually, should probably pull up my stream here on my phone. So at 9:46, the severe thunderstorm was located near Royal Center or near Logansport, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. At 9:40 EST, dime-sized hail was reported 3 miles south of Royal Center. So that is not on this page, but that's right in the 0.5% range here for hail. So actually, it's saying quarter-sized hail is being indicated by radar. The damage to vehicles is expected, and I believe that is a new mesoscale discussion that just got issued. Yes, it is. So, mesoscale discussion 96 concerning severe potential expires in 1 hour. So, areas affected, northern Indiana vicinity, concerning severe potential, watch unlikely. So, probability of watch issuance is at 5%. Isolated elevated thunderstorms may produce marginally severe hail for a couple of hours this morning. The overall risk should remain limited in magnitude, and a watch is not anticipated at this time. So, elevated thunderstorms are ongoing this morning within an area of warm advection to the north of a surface warm front. Morning regional RAOBs and latest SPC meso-analysis indicated cold temperatures aloft supporting mid-level lapse rates greater than 7 C per kilometer. As a result, MU Cape has increased to 250 to 500 joules per kilogram. Sufficient effective shear for organized storms is present. Furthermore, elongated hographs with increasing west-southwesterly flow aloft are noted. This environment may sporadically support strong storms producing. Okay, that's the scale that I'm reading. Producing marginal hail up to around 1 inch in diameter. The magnitude of this initial convection is expected to remain limited, including watch issuance at this time. That was Liz Lightman issuing this mid-scale discussion. And the most probable peak wind gust is up to 60 miles an hour. And the most probable peak size hail is about 1.25 inches, which is about $half size hail. And I just closed weatherwise. What am I doing here? I do not know. So this is not the main. This isn't the main watch area. If you're just tuning in, we have an enhanced risk of severe weather today. The area is in orange here. That's level 3 out of 5 on the severe weather scale. If we zoom out here, this is a special weather statement here. Just sort of fog. But this area here is a 3 out of 5. The area here in yellow is a 2 out of 5. And the area in the dark green is a 1 out of 5. And then the light green is a 0 out of 5. So our peak risk today is in the orange area here. That includes Columbus, Indiana, Terre Haute, Indiana, Newton, Illinois. You zoom in, it also includes Bloomfield and Bloomington, Effingham, Charleston, portion of the I-79, I-60, I-70, I-69, and I-65 corridors. But anyways, jumping back over to our severe thunderstorms, we only have 2 in effect, both expiring in 7 minutes. So we've already talked about this guy here, north of Logansport. So we're going to jump over to this guy here, which also expires in 7 minutes. So this expires at 10:15. This is issued at 9:50. So, National Weather Service in northern Indiana has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Pulaski County in northwestern Indiana until 10:15. At 9:50, a severe thunderstorm was located over Francisville, or 14 miles southeast of Wheatfield, and it's moving east at 20 miles an hour. The storm has the potential of producing up to quarter-sized hail. Damage to vehicles is expected. Locations impacted include Winnemac, Francisville, Maryville, Ripley, Van Meter Park, and Denham. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. And then they warned us for quarter-sized hail. So overall, not much going on right now. I have another special weather segment here that'll expire here soon. We don't really have any rotation going on right now. with any of these storms, which is good. Obviously, we don't want to see a rotation. So, with that being said, with those storms not really doing much of anything right now, what we are going to do is jump over to the HRRR model, which might be running actually. Yes, it is. So, what we're actually going to do is take a look at it. Oh, okay. So, obviously, we'll only have three. Stop. You close. Go back in time. So the current view that you're looking at here is valid about an hour ago. So obviously we didn't have the storms up here near Logan Sport and all that. So this is about what the heck's going on outside? But this is about right now. Is there a way I can? It's going to turn off all the winter warnings right now. We don't need them. This. That's a red flag, so that's fire. So, as a reminder here, this area is our enhanced risk for the day. So, the Jasper, Louisville, Columbus, that entire area is where our peak risk of the day will be. Then, we should have storms popping up at about 11 or 12. By 12, we have a swath of storms starting to pop up around St. Louis, Mount Vernon, Hickman, Kentucky area. I believe that's that is Hickman, Kentucky. So we have the swath of storms beginning to form right around there. We move it forward in time, the storms begin to intensify quickly. We have a very strong looking cell right here about I think that's about 3. Yeah, I think that's about 3 o'clock, 3 to 4 o'clock. We have a very powerful cell according to the HRRR. Moves through Newton, through Terre Haute. Then, then it dies off, which is good. Obviously, you don't want to see that. Then we have another strong cell that's going to be approaching the Louisville area at about, 5 to 6. Well, that same time that previous cell over here is going through the Terre Haute area. And if it were to continue, which I don't think it does, it would be approaching the Cincinnati area. Yeah, both storms weaken as they approach Cincinnati. That's mainly what we're looking for today. There really isn't much else. And that storm near Logansport, that severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire. So we are currently only working one severe thunderstorm warning, which I think it got reissued. Yeah, it did. So we are currently working one severe thunderstorm warning at the moment. I actually want to see what this impacts thing is. Oh wow. Okay, so it literally tells you pretty much everything you need to know. Wow. That might, yeah, that might be a hook trying form there. Yeah, I don't know. I think this storm might be trying to rotate here. So if you're in Winamac, Ripley, State Route 14, Medaryville, you're fine from this. Francisville, you're fine. You're not even in the warning. If you're along State Route 14, State Route 39, US 421, you're good. Or State Route 14, State Route, the words. State Route 14, State Route 39, or State Route 35 going into Winamac. I'd start going through your tornado precaution plans just in case. Because based on velocity, there is some broad rotation here. Green's going towards and the reds and grays moving away. Right in there is where that potential rotation is. I'm just not sure. Not sure how confident the northern, there's a SVR in Queensland? What? Where even is that? Oh, Australia. Right, order food. Yeah, but I'm not sure. This storm Looks like it's trying to rotate. We're going to be getting a new scan literally, I think, any minute now. At least we should be getting a new scan any minute. Yeah, screw it, I'm ordering lunch. I'm hungry. Huh. Okay, I'll add that in. Oh, you're close right now. Alright, my food has been ordered. Again, Wimac, Ripley. Oh, new scan just came in, and yeah, I don't know. That might be trying to rotate, but it's so hard to tell. You look in the upper levels. Yeah, I don't know. Getting Wimac, just for safety's sake, begin taking your tornado precautions. This thing might be trying. Nothing on CC. Storm relative. Yeah, there is something there. There's a lot of hail. Talking about an inch an hour. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that takes off. Oh, what are you? You're nothing. Yeah, I'm just not. I don't know what the storm's doing. Hmm? So we're getting a new scan here in a minute or two. Yeah, again, Storm just keeps looking better and better. Haven't gotten a new velocity scan yet, so this will tell us more of the story whenever we get that in. But just yeah, new velocity scan has just came in. Man, it's just so hard to tell. Fortunately, we don't even have any cameras up here. Actually, we don't have any cameras in the risk at all. Oh, so this morning expires in 17 minutes. Currently, you're just tuning in. First of all, welcome. We're currently live covering a severe weather threat that's anticipated to begin here shortly. Again, this storm is confusing. Like it's trying, but I don't think it's going to do anything. Still no tour possible tag either. Any other warning? Nope. You have high wind warnings, but that's pretty much it. Flash flood warning over here. But again, like nothing's really happening right now. Like we're gonna stay live until this warning's gone. Or on the off chance a tornado watch is issued while we're live. They have just updated this warning here, so let's see what they say. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 10:45 EST for central Pulaski County. It's over. So, severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for central Pulaski County. 10:32. Severe thunderstorm was located near Wimac, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Quarter size hail radar indicated. Damage to vehicles is expected. Locations impacted include Winnemac and Ripley. Still no tornado possible tag. I mean, yeah, storm south of Logansport looks interesting. Hmm. I don't know. I think they'll probably issue a new severe thunderstorm warning. Well, actually, it might not. Well, this is hail, but based on the vertical, it's not as strong as it was. So they might actually just allow this warning to expire. If that's the case, I'll be hopping off a new until a tornado watch is issued. Yeah, the storm's gusting out. They're probably just going to let this warning go. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that would indicate to me that they're going to keep this warning going. Velocities have died in the good way. Hmm. Yeah, they have three three more minutes with this warning. I expect that they just allow this to expire. If they issue a new warning, I'd be very surprised. So with 3 minutes left, I'll start the closing. Well, not the closing thing, but I'm going to end the stream for now until a severe thunderstorm watch gets not severe thunderstorm watch till a tornado watch gets issued, which will probably be in about an hour or so. They'll most likely issue a meta-scale discussion first. Oh, wait a minute. I need to talk about the rest. Because, okay, Popeye's confirmed my order. You actually have to go into the summary and all this fun stuff. So there's an enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms across southern Illinois and southern Indiana today. Summary: severe thunderstorms, including a few tornadoes, large hail, and damaging wind gusts, are expected across portions of the Midwest and lower Ohio Valley today. Elsewhere, storms may produce strong wind gusts over parts of coastal south central California early today. So the Midwest Ohio Valley, a strong belt 80 to 100 knots at 500 millibars. Cyclonically influenced westerlies will extend from the southwest deserts to the Ohio and Tennessee valleys. Modest late day trough amplification over the central plains and lower Missouri Valley. A weighted surface low will transition east-northeastward across the lower Missouri Valley toward southern Lake Michigan tonight. A mostly moist warm sector will become increasingly established, characterized by mostly 50s Fahrenheit surface dew points northward from the mid-south across most of Illinois, Indiana, into western southern Ohio by early evening. Steady strengthening of southwesterly winds aloft will occur today, increasing atop coinciding with mostly moist warm sector boundary layer. Long photographs will be prevalent with upwards of 50-60 knot effective shear by afternoon. Around 200 350 meters squared per second squared 0.1 kilometer SRH is expected to be maximized on the southeast periphery of the surface low and in the vicinity of the warm front, with a favorable zone including southern Illinois, southern Indiana, and northern Kentucky. Increasing storm development should occur by late morning, midday across eastern Missouri, with maturing increasingly surface-based storms near and just north of the I-70 corridor in southern Illinois. By early afternoon, semi-focused zone of peak severe tornado potential may unfold generally near I-70, southward side near I-64 across southern Illinois and southern Indiana this afternoon through early mid-evening. Sufficient forcing and boundary layer warming mixing should allow for at least isolated semi-discrete developments southward into the warm sector, and if so, relatively long-lived multi-hour supercells are plausible, with all hazards possible, but notably including heightened tornado potential, few of which could be strong EF2+. Given the limited early season moisture, the boundary layer will tend to become more hostile to surface-based storms and overall severe potential into mid-late evening. So basically what they're saying there is when the storms start, midday here, midday, early afternoon. The storm should potentially rapidly intensify into mature supercell. But as we get later on in today, mid-late evening hours here, storms will gradually start to weaken. Then we're not going to talk about the California threat, because honestly, I don't see a threat there. And we currently do not have any severe thunderstorms going on. So, jumping back over to weatherwise here, jumping over to our outlook here, go over to our tornado threat. You can see that we do have, well, first off, let me do this here. Get centered here. So the green area here, which I'm highlighting right now, is a 2% risk of seeing a tornado within 25 miles of a given location. The brown area is a 5% chance of seeing a tornado within a 0.5 mile radius. And then this yellow area here is a 10% risk of seeing a tornado within the 25-mile area. And then these lines indicate that there is a significant chance to see a tornado, EF2 or stronger. That does not look like a plus. EF2 plus within that area. So the 10 sig includes Columbus, Indiana, Seymour, Indiana, Bedford, Bloomfield, Vanessa's, Olney, Floria, Louisville, not Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky isn't the risk today, but they're in a 5% risk. Now, I will say, you jump back over here, they don't have it on their website. Wait, maybe they do. Oh, yes, they do. In about 2 weeks' time, the National Weather Service and the SPC will be changing how they do their updates. So in about 2 weeks here, this probably wouldn't happen in about 2 weeks. What they'd likely do is upgrade the 5% here. They'd probably update it to the hatched risk. So eventually this is obviously a rough, very rough way of doing this. But the 5% risk would be it. They're introducing a significant 5% risk here in about 2 weeks' time at the beginning of March. So that would be nice to have a 5 sig in place. I think that today would go away. Today would definitely be a perfect day for that. I don't. Honestly, the threat today is conditional. I don't believe that this storm system today has the potential of producing much, but if something can get rooted, something will happen. That's something we have to keep in mind. This is another thing here. The main area today is in a bit of a radar hole. Like the closest radars we have are Indianapolis, Evansville, Louisville, and the Wilmington. As you can see, there's not a lot of, well, no, there isn't any radars in this main area here for a risk today. That's very concerning. I know that the House are trying to get more funding to put a radar in. So I think, honestly, I think like a radar in like Seymour or Bedford would be awesome. At least try and fill in the radar hole there. I don't think it's going to happen. I know they've been pushing for it for years now at this point. Going to check in on these storms. And yeah, there's just nothing going on up here. Got our highest watch right now is the winter storm. So the WinMax style got a special weather statement on it. The storm up here also has a special weather statement, but again, nothing's really happening right now. In that lull period right now. So honestly, with that being said, I'm going to log off for now after I get rid of Roblox. Let me open that. But I'm going to log off for now. That way I can eat my food before everything starts breaking down. But that being said, I'll be back on when not severe thunderstorm, a tornado watch will be issued here within the next 2 to 3 hours. So I will be live again as soon as the tornado watch is issued. But until then, guys, peace out.